resources to build a second nexus. So he had a distance mine for a long time to just get the resource to get your second nexus. And really, that's a mistake that shouldn't happen on the pro level. Excuse me. Looks like a Stargate going up for the Rock now, so working off of 3 bases, he's going to try to get carriers, I believe, or perhaps arbiters. I actually think arbiters would be a smarter idea here than carriers, because really, carriers on this map, there aren't that many artifacts for the carriers to fly over. 1 Stargate up, so I do assume arbiters are going to be the tech of choice here. Meanwhile, C putting a dropship out and killing another assimilator here, interesting enough, perhaps trying to deny Rock easy expansions at that location, at the 9 o'clock position. I don't know if C is going to try to expand there himself. That does seem like a losing proposition because it's quite vulnerable to anything that the Rock will throw at him. Meanwhile, the Rock bringing observers around the map. He's going to see, he's actually going to spot C building an expansion here at the 6 o'clock. And looks like C trying to eliminate that observer. Won't get it though. But good try there by C. And looks like interesting, I thought a pylon was going up there, but no. It looks like actually 2 Stargates going up here for the Rock, and it looks like he is going to be going for carriers, so I was wrong about arbiters. He is getting his fleet beacon up. So it's going to be up to C here to figure that out, and then to get some upgrades for his Goliaths. Be ready for it. And looks like this is turning out to be quite similar to that game I casted. It was a triple commentary on Vilatech, by the way, if you want to check it out. Between C and Daezang, where C went for mass Goliaths to deal with a carrier build from Daezang, and now the Rock is trying it himself. C, of course, managed to win that game because Daezang didn't expand. He didn't get his second expansion for a very long time, but the Rock has gotten his second expansion up. So I do believe he's doing a little bit better than Daezang was doing that game. Meanwhile, C getting his science facility up, probably to get more upgrades for his Goliaths. And this is going to turn out to be a really interesting game very soon once the carriers come out. C, with surprisingly the more mobile force right now, he has just so many dropships. He can really drop anywhere with that large force of Goliaths. And if the Rock tries to attack him in a bad position where his Dragoons can't support, those Goliaths can really trap the carriers and just eat them up. And it looks like C now fully mining at his 2 bases, probably 3 bases, so the Rock actually only tied with C here in terms of expansions. A little surprising considering C is mostly sealed into his base, at least by ground. And it looks like C now with his 3 dropships just flying around here at the south of his base. And a lot of gateways going up for the Rock, actually, surprisingly. 3rd Stargate and a lot of gateways, so it looks like he's going to get up to 5 here, just to pump Dragoons to deal with these Goliaths, I imagine. And C really has gotten himself back quite admirably in this game so far. C does impress me sometimes. Really, what happens to him, though, is that he makes bad mistakes towards the later stages of tournaments when he's playing against players that he could beat. I feel he just makes mistakes against them and then loses. Perhaps it's just the pressure of the competition or something, or just perhaps it's just a big coincidence. I never can say. But looks like C now moving out with 4 dropships full of Goliaths here, and now he's moving to the left. I'm not sure if the Rock knows this is coming. I think the Rock should know, though, because of all those observers around. I'm sure they have been intercepted. Looks like now the Rock will definitely know about these dropships. He knows these are coming. If he can intercept and shoot off, kill off 2 or 3 of these dropships, that would be huge for him. Looks like he's not going to be able to intercept fully. Actually, he might be able to intercept here with the Dragoons. He needs to target these dropships before they manage to drop their cargo. And looks like he is going to be targeting these dropships. He's going for the kill on the dropships. No, it looks like now the carriers are out, though. Only 2 carriers, though. I'm not sure how many interceptors he have. Meanwhile, a lot of Goliaths there, but the Rock has actually positioned most of his Dragoons here, so I think he will be able to clear out this force quite easily. It looks like he will destroy this force of Goliaths, so this Goliath drop has not been successful for C, and that's going to set him pretty far behind here. Looks like he managed to get a couple of probes, but that's pretty much it there. All the Dragoons were prepared, and I think this was another difference between the Rock and Daezang. Daezang did not have good scouting, and he did not know when C went for his massive drops on his main. He wasn't prepared for them, and he also just didn't build enough ground forces. Really, carriers are not that efficient against Goliaths in sufficient number. They're just not efficient, so you need Dragoons to be able to get your money's worth against Goliaths. And now dropship's moving to the upper right also, so thinking about picking off that expansion at the upper right. But looks like this time the Rock is chasing these dropships over, and I don't think these dropships can be very successful. They might pick off some probes, and looks like actually they might try to kill off this assimilator here. That would be a brilliant move by C, but really there's no time right now, I think, to kill off the assimilators before the carriers and the Dragoons arrive. Looks like though they will get this one assimilator, so Dragoons will not be able to enter. Good play there by C, really smart play, but only about 6 Goliaths left, and they're getting hit. They're getting hit by both carriers and still a couple Dragoons, and he really needs to save those Goliaths if he's going to be able to do any damage here. And it looks like they won't be able to be saved though, because the Rock can just use that the ledge there to great effect, and the Rock already has 4 carriers, so all these Goliaths are going to be picked off here. Really unfortunate for C. I think C is falling significantly behind now in the game. He's lost his first 2 attempts to attack, and now the Rock is going to be able to mass up more carriers, and once carriers reach a certain amount, then they become quite effective against anything Terran can throw at them. Really, especially because he doesn't have mass Goliaths anymore. He really just is ascending what he's producing from his factories. He doesn't have a large reserve of Goliaths to deal with a carrier attack. And meanwhile, now cannons being built at the Rock's expansions. And looks like C is going to go for another drop here at the main base of the Rock, but the Rock is very prepared for this. Yeah, it looks like C is gonna just not decide to drop there. And now the Rock moving out with a large fleet of carriers. Wow, I think he just picked off a command center there. Oh no, I think it was just an engineering bay. Didn't get a good look at that actually. Looks like he's going to be attacking the southern base here, and C's going to be forced to send his dropship Goliath force to defend this area here. And looks like the Rock may actually pick off these turrets and then seal the victory here for himself. So really, the Rock able to follow up with his early snipe of the assimilators by taking over a number of expansions and getting carriers, and able to deal with C's mobile Goliath force here. And C now dropping the Goliaths at this base, but I think they do pick off 1 carrier from the Rock though, so good work there. But the Rock now microing his carriers. There's still 1 turret that's been alive for a while, and it's been a thorn on the Rock's side there, just doing a lot of damage to his carriers for no reason. And looks like actually C managing to push the Rock off from that base. But C is still confined to those starting 3 bases. Actually, no, he actually managed to get his natural expansion, actually. So I stand corrected there. He is working off of 4 bases now. He just needs to get some factories outside of his main, I think, because it just requires so much time and effort to get his Goliaths out. But looks like now the Rock going for a ground attack here. And I think the Rock is going to be able to take out all these forces here at the front, and I think this is going to be GG for C here. Sorry about this, phone call coming in. And yeah, I mean, these Goliaths are just not going to be able to withstand this combined Dragoon and carrier force, and I believe that C is going to be forced to GG here. Yeah, and looks like now the Goliath force is going to get taken out of this combined carrier Dragoon force. C was really forced into this ineffective strategy here, where he couldn't bring tanks into the main area easily because the Rock destroyed his assimilator. So I do have to give credit for the Rock for forcing C into a corner and forcing him into this strategy, which turned out to fail entirely here. And it looks like the Rock looking quite stolid there in victory, and looking like a rock as he manages to tear apart C's expansions. And C will GG right now, I believe. So yeah, someone tell me why the Rock is called the Rock. That's something I've been wondering about forever. Did he watch the movie about the rebel American soldiers who took over Alcatraz? Looks like GG coming from C here. Or did he, really like American pro wrestling and also some bad movies starring the Rock? Or did he just come up with the word rock himself, like through looking at a dictionary? Look at him. He just looks so goofy. I'm sorry, he does have a slight resemblance, as much as a Korean guy can have, to The Rock, but really that's not enough of a reason for identity theft there. But The Rock managing to win the first game he's played so far in Group A. C looking basically not too great in this game. It looks like The Rock getting himself into a dumb pose, and then actually he's like, what am I doing? I don't want to make a stupid pose. Just let me get back to my 2v2 partner and hang out with him some more. So yeah, stay tuned for Game 2 of Group B of today's games. Thanks for watching.